So this is end note on my book, some of which Kate shared with you already. So this is on February 23rd, 2018. Kate had said 2028, and I'm a science fiction guy. I thought, well, it could be true, but no, it was actually 2018. Half a century after returning from Vietnam in 1968, I got up 90 minutes early every morning and documented what I could remember of the coinciding dates of the 13 months of my combat tour of duty as an enlisted Marine. I wanted to write down as much as I could remember in order to come to terms with the moral implications of the day-to-day compromises I made during the war. For decades, I resisted this job out of fear of reactivating the vicious persona that took me over in combat. However, instead, the writing took me over. Oh, I went back to that sentence. The writing awakened a sense of duty toward the 1,000 Vietnam veterans I had treated for PTSD. Their courage, the courage of those men and women that they demonstrated in telling their stories, helped them heal and lent me strength. That sense of duty expanded in the 13 months of the writing to include the men and women who survived combat but were still suffering and hadn't yet sought mental health services. Many of these combat veterans could see no way out of their memories and longingly hoped that suicide would get them relief. This highly addictive belief grew and grew in their private hells. All the suicidal patients I treated believed their emotional suffering would end with their death. Could reading about facing my own demons and my recovery help veterans seek help? I had the added incentive that these disclosures might be sobering to young people with glamorized images of warfare. The inside look at the vast amount of time in the bush where nothing happened, many times for hours, even days, sometimes for weeks, interspersed with moments of random, chaotic violence, might illuminate the realities of how young recruits would spend their combat time. The irrevocable moral injury of killing is an intimate truth for me. And this book contains important thoughts for people thinking about participating in or advocating for war as a solution to combat, to conflict. I tried to show the war's psychological effects on me, the costs on me, as well as the costs to America with over 300,000 wounded and 58,000 killed. Despite our country's friendship with Ho Chi Minh, the president of North Vietnam, we attempted to control this fertile country against the wishes of its people. Over 3 million Vietnamese died as a result of our war.